what child has not had fantasies of being a princess or a prince or a gallant knight? And I think for us, this is really an extension of that as adults.
Everybody's had an imaginary friend, or everybody's taken a pencil and pretended it's a sword.
It gives people a chance to get away from their normal daily lives and, you know, get to be the hero they want to be, the villain they want to be.
It's totally different to anything else I've ever done, so it is escaping from the real world just for a couple of days. You don't have to think about things.
The perfect means to forget who you are, go off and have an adventure, the same way you would do as a kid.
This is continuous, all day in character, talking to people as your character.
It's intense.
I think the easiest way to describe particularly this type of live action role play is its reenactment with Lord of the Rings. It's a combat game, so it is a contact sport, but there is also a level of acting as well involved in it.
It uses everything about me. It uses my head, because I have to think about what I'm doing in character. It uses my body. Running up and down these sand dunes is ridiculous, and I get to meet a very different bunch of people, because I find that the people who actually role play here come from very varied backgrounds, and that's not something I necessarily get with my other hobbies, because they're all quite solitary.
Live action role playing is basically all different factions. They're like clans, you know. People have different outfits, and to represent their clan and faction, you get put on missions and things, and you have to have battles.
You have a rep for each faction who's essentially a player referee. They've got out of character stuff that they know, timings and things like that. They have their brief, and then I get, as the leader of the faction, I get a cut down version of that, which just gives me a couple of clues and a couple of things, and then from there I have to send people out, find out more information.
Your help would be kindly appreciated if you want to join in.
How much?
50 favour.
Done.
Yes.
You have an entire day of missions, and obviously it's all spaced out so that everyone gets to experience everything, but you can't do all the missions. You know, some of them you're going to fail, some of them you're going to succeed.
Some people go to a lot of effort when they create a character.
My name is Vargarin.
Rex Draconis.
Aurelian Sunstrike.
Kaelin Terrell Star Song.
They come up with what it's done and where it's been and how it's evolved to the point where you first meet it.
I hail from the Tower of the Green Heart.
My character, he's a raven. Basically, he gathers information and he pieces things together.
You don't really get a feel for what the game is actually about unless you're willing to put yourself into it fully.
You are that character, your personality changes, your body changes.
You do need to realise that you're not yourself when you're playing your character. You are someone completely different.
If you like watching films, you do it because you want to get away from real life. We do that all weekend in real life, but as a separate reality.
And we do it together, and that sense of camaraderie is something that you get in group occupations of like-minded people.
We want to shine, and that's one of the reasons, you know, we all get together and we try to promote ourselves and live role playing in a good way out to the world.